Hi YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about Mars and Aries. Now, Mars is the planet of aggression. It can be the planet of love and sex. Well, it is the planet of love and sex, but it's a planet of aggression, like how you are when you're confronted, how you kind of go about things you need for action. It's all about that. So, now you're putting the Mars of aggression in the sign Aries, which is ruled by Mars, and you're giving this kind of energetic, passionate, powerful energy into this. This is kind of like where Mars is the most prominent, along with Sagittarius. But now, Mars and Aries people are very impulsive, impatient, and they can actually be brought up to anger really quickly, but they can let it go also very quickly. So, it's a fire sign and it's a cardinal sign. So, when they want to go do something, they go do it. They're all about action. They don't necessarily just beat around the bush when it comes to getting what they want, or saying what they want, or doing anything that they want to do, or getting what they want. They don't beat around the bush when it comes to that. And they don't like it when people are tiptoeing around what they want. And they don't like when people aren't direct, because they are very direct and they have no problem telling you. And they are actually very open when it comes to their anger, and they're open when it comes to their aggressiveness. They can have a tantrum in the middle of the mall and everyone's looking and they don't care because they're so angry in the moment that they're so irrational, but once it's gone, they're fine, and they don't dwell on that feeling a lot. That after the anger has passed, they don't dwell on it unless it hasn't been taken care of, and that's how the anger keeps building up. If one thing, they get angry, they deal with it, and then they move on to the next. So they are very exciting, lively, energetic people. These people are naturally playful. They like to play games when it's all about fun. They're very competitive, and when it comes to competition, they have a desire to beat you at anything. So, yeah, but once that competition's over, they need to put it to rest and they need to move on to the next one. These people have a need for, they have this need for excitement and the need for newness and the need for that exciting feeling. These people thrive off of that feeling that makes them excited. So they are better. They are cardinal sign, so they're natural leaders, and they actually they can be very impatient when it comes to other people's ideas, other people's beliefs, other people's oppositions that go against them. They don't like this. They don't like it when someone tells them what to do, or when someone gets in the way of getting what they want. This is why Mars and Aries people work very well alone, because they don't like that interference when somebody budges in and tells them what to do, or gives them an opinion that kind of goes against what they want to do. They don't like that. So that's why they can and they really don't care about that. They're very fast moving people, and they don't like it when someone's slower than them and wasting their time and dragging them down. And a lot of the times, this is what happens because they are the first sign of the zodiac, which means they are more childlike. If you have any placement with Aries, you have a more childlike demeanor to you, which comes along with those qualities: playful, energetic, happy, optimistic, and all of that. But it also comes with the impatience, the selfishness, the kind of not being able to see another person's point of view. And this is very prominent when the Mars in Aries is angry. They don't like to rationalize with you. They want it their way. They're very selfish when they're not getting what they want, because these people, when they want something, it's like a need to have it now, or a need to go for it now, a need to try something new now. And if the people around them aren't doing that and don't have that energy, they can get very mad, and they don't understand your point of view. They don't understand why you're not feeling the way they're feeling. They don't understand why you can't see their point of view. And all of it just comes back on how you don't see their point of view. And they won't rationalize with you, and they won't see your point of view, especially when they're angry. But they're also very daring and courageous. These people are always on the quest to give them that feel that they might get caught, or that it's something exciting. They like that feeling, that spark of passion, that spark of excitement, and that spark of danger, and something that's bold. These people are very bold and direct, and they don't mind telling you what they have to say, mainly because they don't see how it can hurt you and affect you. They only see it how it can affect them and hurt them and do them harm. So that's why, like, when they say something or do something to hurt you, if it didn't affect them, they don't really care. But if it comes back to bite them in the butt, then that's when they have these regrets, because they act off of impulse and what they're feeling in that moment. So if it's something that they're going to regret later, they will feel that intense regret, and they'll be like, why did I do that? Why did I act right now? But for the most part, if it doesn't affect them, it won't really bother you. And at times they can be a little bit rude and harsh with their words and what they're saying, because when something hurts them, let's say they're in an argument and you say something that really hurts their ego or pushes them down, because these people can sometimes feel like, this is my value, this is what I'm worth, these are all the things I have to offer to the table, and they won't necessarily see your side of it. They're just thinking about that, like, look how awesome I am vibe, and if that's hurt, and if you kind of like push them down or neglect that or oversee that or be rude and demean who they are or who they think that they are, they can cut you and hurt, not like actually cut you with a knife or anything, but they can cut you with their words and what they say and their anger, and they're very forceful, which is what makes it so hurting, because they will just overtalk. They will talk over you and talk over you and talk over you and hurt you and hurt you and hurt you, but then once it's over, like that argument's over, they'll get over it, they'll get over what you said to them, but they don't understand why you haven't gotten over it. These people, like, they act on the moment, and once it's gone, they're over it. So yeah, they don't hold grudges either. That's why they let go so quickly, and they don't hold on to resentment. These aren't vindictive people, They may want to, like, be better than you and get the higher score and go farther in life than you, but that's not being vindictive. That's not being evil or anything. That's just being competitive. And these people strive off of competition. They love to come out at the best. So anything that they do, they have that motivational drive to be the best, but they can also lack discipline. So it's kind of like just when they want to be the best, when they want to do it, And if someone tells them what to do, and if someone puts them into that confined box, that they don't like to be in, this is when they act out. This is when they rebel. This is when they get angry and frustrated, and they have that inner restlessness that can accumulate over time. Well, not over time. It's not like a Sagittarius, where a Sagittarius builds it up and then they just explode, but more of once they feel a need to get that anger out and that passion out, it comes out very restless, and it's like they have this inner like thing to just scream and like run or get it out or hurt you or something like that. So like, yeah, that's just why it happens. They're not very good with compromise. They don't like to compromise their point of view for yours. They don't like to compromise their ideas for yours, or like any of that. They don't want to do that. They don't like opposition, so anything that goes against them, they don't like. They're very spontaneous. They'll go out on a whim and go do something, that they've never done before, maybe something that gets them into a little bit of trouble or almost gets them into a little bit of trouble. They like that thrill of like kind of just almost being caught, but not really, doing something risky and getting away with it, So now let's talk about love matters. Oh, along with that, they don't listen to other people's opinions, and they don't care about other people's opinions. Yeah, they believe that what they have to say and what they think is like the best, and it's the only way. You got to think of it like kind of like a child, like what I say is what's right, Along with that, now let's talk about the love matters, because the Mars is also the planet of sex and love and all of that. Now, I want to talk about the placement in the chart. So if a man has his Mars in Aries, this is how he's gonna act when he likes someone. And if a woman has her Mars in Aries, she likes a man or a partner that displays more Martian qualities or more Aries qualities. Now, the Venus is, if a girl has her Venus in Aries, this is kind of just like how she acts to get a guy. And if the man has his Venus in Aries, then this is kind of what he likes in a partner. So naturally, these men that have a Mars in Aries come across as very confident, very cocky, very like just all up, like very very boosted self-esteem. They won't show you that they're weak, they're cardinals. They'll want to take the control, they'll want to take the lead in love. They can be very impulsive when it comes to love. They may like this girl and go after this girl, then realize it was that one that they actually wanted, and that's how it is. And to keep these people hooked, it has to have a fun start. There has to be an exciting beginning. This is how it goes. These people love the chase, that feeling of excitement that they get from being in a relationship or liking someone. It's they thrive off of this. They thrive off that energetic feel that love and gives them, because they thrive off of passion and all of that. All of that energy is related to passion, not so much of lovey-dovey stuff. So along with that, they can they may not stick in relationships for a long time, because long-term commitment is a hard thing for them, especially if the relationship isn't new all the time. Like if it's not something fresh and new and things aren't being done in the relationship, maybe if it's just like a stay-at-home cuddle relationship, that they're going to be bored of that really quickly and really easily. So yeah, that's how the man in the relationship would act. Same thing with the woman. These are qualities that she'll display also if her Mars is in Aries. Not so much to get the man. Let's say her Venus is in Pisces and her Mars is in Aries. She'll act like a Pisces to get the man, but how she deals in confrontations, how she is when it comes to love matters, this is how she acts. So yeah, they don't like relationships that are very stuffy and mature. And when it comes to love in the bedroom, these people are they want to get straight to the action. They don't want to just have that all leading up to it, all that super touchy, sensual, feely things that maybe a Taurus would like. So this is just a little insight into it, because I don't want to get too in depth into that, because I don't know. Other than that, yeah, their love interests may change a lot. They're natural flirts. They're natural, very friendly people, and they don't want to feel as if they are being controlled. They'd rather do the controlling, and they'd rather be the one to either ask you out or to be the one that breaks up with you. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about Mars and Aries. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.